This is happening. That clap just means everything. Hey! Bienvenidos a todos a otro.
I don't know what you're saying.
Ramble Radio, pero también
Gotcha.
es.
But it's video?
It's also radio.
Oh, I understood Spanish.
Bam! Look at that. Here we are. You think it's just Eddie and I?
Who else?
Wearing the same clothes
Right.
for the past 4 days. Someone else has had the same clothes on for the past 4 days too. Bam! There he is. Not so.
Hey, at
naked
least he's got
Cody.
clothes on.
At least he's got clothes on. Not so naked Cody. I kind of miss just the naked Cody with the Burt Reynolds.
Me too.
Do we just go? Let's get our bills paid first,
Okay, pay the bills.
and then
Keep
do we
the
just
lights
go
on.
right into the new segment?
Maybe we should.
Cody.
I mean, I don't even know what the segment is, so yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be amazing. We probably should have told you in between. But we were
Probably.
too excited. Do us a favor. When's it up?
Bam!
Oh! HempVita.com. Right there. They sell CBD products.
They do?
Yep. It's
Really?
amazing. Oh, yeah. And the key point about all this is
Yeah?
all the products, the tinctures, the gummies, the vape juice, the vape pods, the pet products,
Okay,
the
okay.
lotion.
Can I ask you something about all those products?
Sure, man.
What on the spectrum of CBD, where do they fall?
Where do you think they would fall? Okay, from your experience with tinctures, gummies, CBD,
And pet products?
Yeah.
I would say probably some sort of narrow spectrum.
broad.
Really?
Broad spectrum
Really?
CBD.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Broad spectrum.
I this is probably gonna throw another wrinkle in this.
Uh-huh.
No THC. How about that? None. That means they're fucking legal, homie.
Dude.
They won't get you high. You could go anywhere you want with
I
these
could give it to
fucking
the
things.
dog, right?
You could give it to the
I
dog.
give it to the cat
and the
cat.
fish. And you won't be in trouble for it. All the combustible stuff, the flowers and the pre-rolls.
That's gotta be.
less than 0.3%.
Get the fuck.
Isn't that crazy?
That's bullshit.
Isn't that crazy? Hemp Vita. Oh my God.
What?
It's Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
What?
Hemp Vita will only use industrial hemp grown in the.
USA! USA!
It's organic
Ho!
with no GMOs.
Tough guy.
And Cody,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a cold shower, pal?
Oh, I'm prepared to screen share something here.
Oh, hey.
what?
All of Hemp Vita's products meet the 2018 Farm Bill, which is signed into law. Oh,
What?
God. I can't.
That is it.
Oh, baby.
Dude. Are we gonna get shadow banned for putting up pornography?
Hold on.
God.
Full screen.
Oh, no.
Woo!
Oh,
Look
God.
at that. Look at that.
It was signed into law December of 2018.
look at all the-
God damn.
Look at it. It's got a
It
farm there and
effectively
a
legalized
tractor.
hemp at the federal level by removing it from the
Jesus
federal
Christ.
list of controlled substances and classifying it as an agricultural commodity.
fuck.
Oh, God.
Dude, I'm gonna.
I already just. Oh, man. And if you think that wasn't enough, woo, you go to hempvita.com, you type in Ramble, Ramble, you get 15%
What?
off.
Get the F.
Bam!
out.
That ain't bad, huh? So there we go. Check them out. Hempvita.com.
.com.
Ramble. Ramble. And here we are. It's our new segment.
Yeah.
Cody, there's something you've heard us talk about time and
Oh.
time again.
I don't know if this is going to be good for me.
Oh, it'll be good. I think it's which celebrities do we think take the most room clearing shit
This started off with a conversation we had on the Ramble a couple of years ago.
about Ernest? No,
About L. Ron Hubbard.
How
About-
L. Ron Hubbard looked like he took the
Just-
gnarliest shit.
He would just destroy a bathroom, just clear an apartment building with the dump that he would take.
with just nuclear shit.
And after that, every time we saw someone, and we're like,
Where do they factor?
Where did
in?
they rank on the L. Ron Hubbard list?
Ernest Borgnine high. Vern Lundquist.
To the point of where we've dubbed taking a dump, taking
Borgnine.
a Borgnine.
Vern Lundquist ranked. We thought, but I think Eddie called it better. His shit is just like coffee.
Yeah.
It's just
Like, it's
black
just
liquid.
black
that just
liquid,
pours
just-
out. Just a quick spurt.
Oh, God.
So I don't know how much that clears the room. It might.
So is it a new submission every week?
We don't know how we're gonna do this.
It's the L. Ron Hubbard
Dump taking Hall of Fame.
dump taking Hall of Fame.
Named after L. Ron
And
Hubbard.
right now we know we have L. Ron Hubbard,
And
who's the
Ernest-
first
Ernest
inductee.
Borgnine.
Ernest Borgnine.
They both. When there's someone else.
Who was on who was the on Webster?
Alex
Alex
Karras.
Alex Karras.
Dan Deerdorf.
And Dan Deerdorf, I think, are our four members of the Hall of Fame. Those are the four current members. And we want to elect a new member either once a week or bi-monthly. Or bi-week. Or, yeah.
And
So is this like where we each nominate we each nominate someone and then elect?
and then the fans pick.
Yeah, we
the
were actually
listeners
talking
Yeah.
about getting some fan interaction here, some rambles.
Yeah.
Just go
and
to.
if they have a wild card they want to throw right in.
Yeah. Write
that
it
they
in.
want to throw at
Us
us.
at the Ramble Collective here will go
Yeah.
over the submissions, and then we will induct a new Hall of Fame member.
Yeah. Do
wh-
we start now or do we just give it time and see?
I think I might have a
you have a nominee?
Okay, well, here we
Yeah.
are. You can find us, Ramble, at the ramblepod.com. Can we not forget that?
And in the subject line, put
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard,
L. Ron Hubbard.
HOF.
HOF. So now that we have the first class,
Yes.
the first class is in. And one more time, it's L. Ron Hubbard, Ernest Borgnine.
Oh, I got an idea.
Alex
Since we're going to
Karras
do
and Van
classes, let's do a
Deerdorf.
new class every month.
Oh, I like this.
So right now, our the initial class of the Hall of Fame
Right.
is L. Ron Hubbard, Borgnine, Alex Karras.
So if
and
my
Dan
guy,
Deerdorf.
let's say my guy doesn't get any votes this time,
Right.
next week I could push him again.
We'll take in submissions every
Right,
week. We'll
yeah.
do a runoff of the submissions
Right.
every week. We'll talk about who came in, and then at the
Yeah.
end of the month, we'll nominate a class. In the Hall of Fame.
So my guy could be like Drew Pearson, just sitting there every year.
Yeah, and then we'll probably at some point have some sort of legends class. They didn't get voted in.
Legacy?
They didn't get voted in initially,
Legacy.
but they get in legacy later.
All right, Cody, who's your?
Well, my pick might be fairly obvious, but I feel
Okay.
like this might be a no doubter.
Okay.
Dusty Rhodes.
Oh,
yeah! Wow, that's. I'm sure he cleared a locker room or two in his day.
How did nobody have this? Wow. Eddie, do you have one you'd like? Dude, but Dusty Rhodes makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
That guy, no question. Like I think any athletic fat guy should be in, right? Like that. Like I mean,
Oh yeah.
and Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes should have been. I mean, you can make the argument he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
He should have.
Yeah.
He obviously wasn't.
Yeah,
The first
which
class
is-
was already in.
It's our fault.
I'll put him up here. There's the first class.
There it is.
Can you make a bronze bust out of them?
yeah,
maybe?
like out of shit.
So Cody's first nominee for this month's Hall of Fame class
Yeah.
is Dusty Rhodes. I would like to nominate Chubby Checker.
Chubby Checker.
He spent most of his life sitting down anyway. So I think.
Oh fuck!
I'm sure there's plenty of recording studios that are no longer the same.
I'm going with a wild card
Okay.
here
Okay.
that I don't think is going to get votes. I might have to stick with him for next week. But when you see the person,
Okay.
George Kennedy, the actor George Kennedy,
Okay.
you know,
All right.
Frank Drebin's buddy in Naked Gun.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, there
He's
is.
got a Borgnine feel to
He's
him.
got that guy.
He's got a
I
definite
guarantee
Borgnine
George
feel.
Kennedy.
So this week's nominees,
Yeah.
and we'll we get
Next week's Ramble.
Dusty
Radio.
Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes, Chubby Checker, George Kennedy, and then. So next week, do we take a new group of nominees, and then at
Yeah.
the end of the month,
Now
we select a Hall of Fame class?
We should
of
say
4 members.
most of December might get cock-blocked by the fact that we might not be able to do a live, you know what I mean, a reading
Yeah.
of that. So we might have to just do these two, like maybe, and then put the rest of December on hold because we might be out. Eddie might be out of town. I'm going to be with. So Andre and I might try to visit just her parents.
Yeah.
And if we do that, we're going to try to quarantine.
Yeah.
So if we marathon our December
Right.
rambles, we might not be.
We may not
able-
have the fan interaction.
Right.
The
so
Ramblers
do
interacting.
we then just let?
But they can still send them in, and we can compile them.
Yes.
And then in January, start listing them all.
That's a great. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
each week we still nominate.
we
right?
nominate, and then I think at the end of the month,
Boom.
we
Perfect.
nominate a Hall of Fame class.
Yeah.
So I think
How many go in?
I think 4. I think 4 would be the limit. 4 don't have to go in, but no more than 4 can go in.
I love it.
That way you can take 1 a week from each nominee class.
That's perfect.
But if like we all knock it out of the park, we could have you have all 4, and if we have some misfires, you only have 2 or 3.
that's a great point.
So.
I'm regretting George Kennedy. I think I should have gone.
I think that's a
bigger.
solid pick.
Thank you, but I think up against Dusty and fucking
Chubby Checker.
Chubby Checker, I don't know.
It's tough.
They have
It's
name
tough. All 3
recognition.
can't get in,
No.
and they go back into the pool for next month.
Come on, baby. There it is.
The L. Ron
The
Hubbard.
gold ball. This is it. There it is. That's our. And then we just. Can we send this to Eddie? Do you mind just having their head sticking out of each toilet?
That'd be a good idea.
That's
For
our
when they get
first-
nominated, for when they get inducted into
Right.
the Hall of Fame. This is something 3 middle-aged men should be talking
I
about.
think. I mean, why haven't we done this before?
I don't know.
But
There you go.
Sorry.
So that's the new
new Ramble segment.
Ramble segment. So what's the email address again?
Ramble at the Ramble Pod.
Send in your Hall of Fame suggestions.
Out of those, or if you have a wild card,
Or if you have a wild
we
card.
can think about. But if you want to definitely send in your votes for Dusty Rhodes, Chubby Checker, or George Kennedy, and Google them all if you need references. I think they're all 3
solid picks.
incredible.
I just have so many like rushing to my head right now. I have to hold
same
hold
for
back.
next week.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. We have 5
What?
in our first class.
Oh.
Fritz von Erich, baby.
Oh, that's right. Fritz
von
That's
Erich
right.
was in there.
That's right.
Clint Murkison,
that's
he was
right.
in there.
Yeah.
So it is 5.
So that's the original 5.
the original
member
5.
Hall
So
of Fame.
remember that when you go back and do our list of faces for this, you have to add Fritz,
Fritz von Erich,
Dan Deerdorf,
Dan Deerdorf,
Alex
Karras, Ernest Borgnine,
and Elron,
and the late great L.
and
Ron
the man
Hubbard.
himself.
The man himself. None of this would be possible
without L. Ron
without L. Ron. Taking
Yeah,
a
yeah.
room clearing dump.
You know, I can already say
Like
this.
to the point where he gags.
Yeah.
Like you hear him in the bathroom going,
Ah. You know who I think is already the Drew Pearson of this Hall of Fame? John Madden. I'm already surprised. I mean, he's already. How is this guy?
you look at him,
He's-
that guy's first
He's
ballot.
the Macho Man Randy Savage of this. Like, how's it taking it
He's
this
not
long?
getting in. He's not in yet.
I've got a pen and paper next to me, and I'm writing down nominees so I don't
You got to
forget.
get the votes to get in, and we need the votes from the Ramblers
We
to
do.
to
So
elect
there
these
we go.
people.
Ramble at the ramblepod.com. You can make the subject line. Look, Cody is already writing. Look, he's not. Oh, fuck.
I'm like crunching statistics and
Yeah.
stuff like they do with the Hall of Fame.
He was actively dumping from in how many decades?
Yeah.
right.
And it doesn't have to be the greatest dumper of all time. Just
No.
in his decade, who he
In
was
his
matched
time,
up.
yeah.
Was he the best dumper
Right.
of his time?
Of his time.
Yeah.
Like Fatty Arbuckle probably dominated
Oh,
the
boy, I
silent
bet
film.
Oh, Jesus. Fatty Arbuckle.
Like you put
probably.
Fatty Arbuckle up against like Buster Keaton or Harold
Oh,
Lloyd.
he destroys
He
him.
destroys them.
There's nothing left.
But you put Fatty Arbuckle up against like say even a John Madden, maybe not the
It's
same.
Maybe not the same domination.
Not the same domination.
But
you have
for
to
his
look at
time-
the time period
for his
that
time,
they
though.
were actively dumping.
Oof, man.
Yeah.
I'm already thinking of Skandar Akbar. That's another one. There's so many. Now, I hate to end the fun here.
I got another one I'm writing down.
All right. Let's see. This is the best idea we've had. All right. I hate to do this, Eddie. But
Oh fuck. Skeletor. We just introduced a new segment here on the Ramble called the L. Ron Hubbard Room Clearing Dump Hall of Fame.
Man, massive. That's the Hall of Fame I think everyone wants to be in.
Are you a member of any sort
Oh.
of Hall of Fame there on Eternia that you didn't create yourself?
Right.
And it wasn't like some first-time finger-banging at the homecoming dance queef, mind you. It was a DEFCON 5 kind of queef. Like they heard that shit all the way over in King Randor's dump of a castle. My panther queefed so hard it shit itself. So don't ever again question if I can please my panther or not, because guess what? Your mother just queefed hearing this.
Still talking about the
Still
Panther.
talking about fucking making his panther queef.
Did anyone ever question whether he could?
No,
make his,
we weren't even doubting
Who
him.
we get, and why does a queef signify that it was a great
It was a great.
sexual experience?
I don't. Oh, God. I missed X. I hate to say it. I missed X.
I miss Dex.
I miss him.
Maybe this is corporate's way of getting us to miss Dex.
To miss Dex. They just give us
Maybe
more
that's
of
their
this.
master plan.
Fuck. Well, Cody, I hate to do this, but where can everyone follow you, buddy? Where can all the fine folk find you?
Well, you can find me at Cinesnob Cody on Twitter, and then you can find me in the ReMCU podcast, where by the time this is out, the episode of Guardians of the Galaxy will probably be out by now.
Nice.
So you can hear us talking about reliving Guardians for the first time. Marvel's first big, huge swing.
It really
Probably.
was. Yep.
Which we talk about on the show. And then also 2 other podcasts, the Cinesnob podcast and Corn Stream.
Nice. Eddie?
5 days a week. Patreon.com, The Ralph Report.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesdays, Fridays, we got Ramble Radio.
Yes.
And with our new segment, I'm excited about every Friday now.
Oh, my God. Friday just got a lot better, huh? A lot crazier.
Wednesdays, we got Ramble Prime. Thursdays, we got Good Willow Hunting.
Look at that. Every Monday, you can find me as a smug nerd on my social media with that fella right there as my director. I also am on Twitch every night except Saturdays, 8:30 p.m. Pacific, playing an old video game, twitch.tv/RetroRocha. And every Thursday on my YouTube channel, I put up a new video about video games, old or new, so check it out, all right?
We have a
There we
room
go.
clearing Hall of Fame dump. That's a thing.
We can call it like Flush'em Fridays since that's our segment.
Flush'em Fridays for the L. Ron Hubbard Room Clearing Dump Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. I'm with Cody. I keep thinking of people. You know what I mean? I just
also,
don't-
it's my. I got.
I
Wait,
mean-
wait, we keep lists coming.
Yeah.
And then the end of December, we will nominate our second class into
yes,
the.
that's exciting.
almost
5.
5 members.
Hopefully we'll have 5.
Into
So
the
whoever,
up to 5.
up
Doesn't have to be 5.
Doesn't have to be 5. We can go
Now
up
let
to
me
5.
ask you this: is there is there a controversy similar to the steroids era of baseball?
Oh,
Like was someone like juicing in this in this era?
Could they be not allowed?
Well, I'm
who's
just saying,
who's
if
the
you're looking
Roger
back, if you're
Clemens?
looking back, say I mentioned earlier Fatty Arbuckle.
Yeah.
Food was processed and made a lot differently
That's
back at the
true.
turn of the century, as
That's
opposed
true.
to the 70s and 80s and 90s
Yeah.
with the preservatives and the steroids.
Yeah.
And
Oh man.
so
it was just
someone
George-
who's taken a Borgnine.
So Borgnine could be. Is
you might have
Borgnine the Clemens or Bonds
You
of this?
might have to put an asterisk on some. Depending on how the food was processed in their time period.
Oh fuck! Well,
You
here
know?
we go.
And if they were a heavy drug user, like say a
Right.
Farley,
Oh, that.
I mean, those are cocaine shits.
that's cocaine.
That's a
shit.
different
or-
type of shit.
Different type
Or
of
any
shit.
alcoholic who's drinking lots of beer?
Yeah.
Right.
One of my future nominees is a noted beer drinker.
I think all that has to come into consideration when we discuss the final voting for the class.
I like it. There it is. We're figuring this out. I think this might be the greatest. Hopefully, one day we can actually physically have the hall built. Like that would be.
That would be something to see.
In-
A
in-
physical Hall of Fame.
Invite their families to come for the unveiling. Of the
It would
bus.
just be all black and white tile interior.
would it be in Poopers Town?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There
Cody's
we go.
killing the pun game.
Oh, there we go. In Cooperstown we have. Oh no, we lost Cody just because of the audio. Hold on. This damn. I need an extension cord for this one. How did that thing get?
What happened? What's going on?
This is pure.
It's all broken.
It's all broken. It really isn't. We just can't hear Cody, and now we can.
Oh, hey, there we go.
There we go.
All right.
Well, there we go. Please
Good
find us.
sign
You
off
know
now.
where to find us. All that good shit. We will see you next week. Have a safe week. Have a great week. We can't wait to get this Hall of Fame going.
They have brown jackets, right? You put a brown jacket.
Oh, God.
You want, that's the goal, is to get the brown jacket.
Who cries in their induction? Who inducts them? How do they get?
Well, they're not Hall of Fame worthy if they don't cry while they're dumping.
That's true, right?
If it's not big enough and hurt enough
They're out.
to cry,
They're out.
You're not. That's why we don't have what's his?
Vern Lundquist.
That's why Vern Lundquist isn't a.
Coffee.
He's
pouring
got
out of
coffee
him.
shits. He can't get in. You can't get in with coffee shits. I'm sorry. Gotta have standards.
Fuck. Well, there we go. Thank you all very much. We appreciate it. We will have a great week. We'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.